Alex, you've got to try this putter. You are absolutely crazy if you don't. This is exactly what one of my lessons, Paddy, said to me. Now, as you guys know, I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with my lab. Sometimes I'm like, come on, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Next day, I'm in the Scotty. But nevertheless, when somebody says this putter is better than a Lab Golf DF3, well, we've got to see what all the fuss is about. And I tell you what, Paddy, if you've got it wrong, I'll be on the phone to you. So, there are 3 challenges for these putters to complete. Number 1, a 70-foot putt. And here's the kicker. Out of the 3 putts I hit with each putter, 2 of them have to get in this gimme circle, because that's what you'd want from a putter. Challenge number 2, we're gonna hit 3 putts from around 12 feet, and I have to hole 1. And the final part to this is 5-foot putts, where out of the 3 putts with each putter, I have to hold 2. Now, to make this harder, if one of these putters doesn't make it through the first challenge, it can't advance to the next one. And if it doesn't make it through the second challenge, it can't advance into the final one. Okay, here we go. And these putters are from Toulon. What a head cover, by the way. And it's their Formula series. Now, this putter right here is the rival to Lab Golf. And we're gonna start with the Formula 45. I mean, I love this dash of red with the Toulon on the back. You can see it's almost multi-material here with 2 pieces. And then the face. Beautiful. Interested to know what this feels like. And those 3 lines down behind the golf ball are beautiful, how it frames it. Now, what's really interesting about this putter, it is designed for golfers who have tried a zero torque putter and not got quite on with it. And you know what, it's interesting that. I've seen that a little bit. I've seen people that have bought a zero torque putter on the back of the height and then not quite got on with it. So it's designed for a golfer who has a slight arc to its stroke. This is such a tough putt to start with. Here we go. It's weird because it looks so similar to my DF3 in terms of where that shaft goes into the head. I like this. It's maybe a little shy, but line-wise, oh, that's on the edge. Tough school, this. And you can see this here. If this was center, you can see how the shaft has been inserted just ahead of that. So if you're a golfer who has a mild arc to the stroke, so face slightly opening on the way back and slightly closing on the way through, then this should, but will it get through the test? I need to get these next 2 in, be favourable to you. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. What a putt. That just seemed to keep going. What is making this even harder is the fact that we're doing it on a links golf course and I've got to factor in that wind. Ball number 3, it has to drop to get through to the next stage, this putter. It deserves it. And this is a really good roll. It comes round. I think this could be in. Keep breaking, keep breaking, keep breaking, keep breaking. How? That was an unbelievable putt. So, it's made it through. Moving straight into the CS putter. Now this is a center shafted faced balanced putter with very low torque. Now this also suits strokes with some arc and face rotation. And this one made it through to the next round. Now moving on to the final putter, the one that actually rivals the Lab Golf putter, the Toulon Formula 90. This is built for straight back, straight through strokes with minimal face rotation. And this is their true zero torque design. The shaft is most rearward of the 3 to minimize head rotation around the shaft. And the first 2 putts, how they nearly didn't go in, I do not know. They were so close. And the final one, I'm not gonna lie, I knew the putter was through. We can move on to the next stage. So if we think about this really logically, on the right hand side, you have the Formula 90. This is the one that is a true zero torque putter. The middle ground one is the 45, Formula 45. And on the left hand side here, you have the CS. So think about it nice and simple. You've got zero torque on the right, middle ground here in the middle. On the left, you can see that shaft positioning slightly changes, is more towards an arced stroke. And you can sort of see the slight different shaft positioning with the exact same head. How good were those putts, by the way? So, 3, 6, 9, 12 feet with a little bit of smelly left to right. Why not? And remember, at this stage, we have to hold 1 for the putter to advance out the 3 putts with each. And we're gonna start this challenge, number 2, with the 90. This is the one that rivals the Lab Golf. And you see here sort of the neck is, it's obviously like almost cast in this top piece and then the shaft is inserted. I need to hold at least 1. It's weird, it doesn't, because it doesn't have a press grip, I wonder what it'd be like with it. It doesn't feel like my Lab Golf. I love the grip, black shaft, makes it feel very premium. And that head design, how it goes thin at the back and out. It's definitely better looking. Need to hold 1, just to move on. Early doors, get in there. We'll have flag out. We don't need to anymore. We've already advanced this putter to the next challenge. But why not? So this is the Formula 90. Remember, the zero torque, meant for straight to back, straight through. One thing I will comment on here, I can relax on these now, is that it feels very soft off the face. But I don't feel like the ball's putting in glue. I feel like you could really get some great feel, which is proven on those longer putts. That's it. Two. What I think is really interesting, because it doesn't have a press grip and then therefore where you're holding the putter, I feel personally it's a little bit easier to line up, and that's why I feel like I'm having more joy with this. I'm thinking. First up, rolling it with the C5. We made it through to the next stage by holding 1 of the 3 putts. One very nearly, just shallowly, just went past the edge. How that didn't go in, I do not know. Then moving on to the 45. And I'll be honest with you, this is the mid-range one because of the position of that shaft. It's not as far back as the 90. It's right slap bang in the middle of where the 90 sits and the CS. And I think this one's slowly becoming my favourite because it offers that slight bit of arc. Again, 3 great putts, we hold 1 of them, which means every single one of these has moved on to the final part of this challenge. The 5-footer. The little stinkers. The ones where you're like, come on, give me the gimme. Now at this point, I have to say, Paddy, fair play. These are very good. And what I think they'll have a great advantage is the look. But there is a kicker. And how do I put this? It is the price point. They're in the region of $650/pounds. Now at that price point, I can go and get fitted for a Lab Golf. I can go and customize the color that I want, whether it's cappuccino, the black, the gray, decide my line. Yes, I can get fitted for this, but there is far less customization. And with this being super good looking, will that be enough to move the needle? We'll go with my favorite. It's neck and neck. The one that's winning is the 90 right now. That whole 2 from the 12-foot range. This is my favorite though, the 45. Formula 45. We have to hold 2 here for it to complete the challenge, each one of these putters. And I'm going a little smelly left to righters, making this as hard as possible. There's 1. I think this is my gamer. If they were kind enough to let me have one, I would put this in the bag, I think. This one right here, out the 3. The 3 lines make it super easy for someone that uses a line on the ball. The slight arc offering, that's another one. This is maybe like 4.5 feet. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Oh, that's a big push. Just as he says. Shot me down, but we held 2. So that's the 45. It completed all 3. Let's see how these 2 models get on. The CS and the totally zero torque putter, the 90. Next up, the Formula 90, the zero torque putter, and all 3 drained. Stats prove that this right now is got the mantle. It is in first place. Next up, we have the CS. Now this is the one with the most forward shaft position and the one that encourages the most rotation in that arc. Not the one I like the most, but we hit 2 good putts to start and finished on a little bit of a lip out. And here are the putters right here. You have the 45 in the middle, which is the mid point with the shaft. You've got the most forward here on the left in the CS. And here on the right is the 90, the zero torque. Now, what I would say is my favourite is the Formula 45. But in terms of stats, the Formula 90 wins it. Dilemma. But I have to say right here, these putters are going to go straight in at gold. A gold standard putter. Fair play. Oh, and yeah, Paddy, fair play to you, mate, because these are very, very good.